Okay. So, yes, as I told you before, you prepare your worksheet of the chapter 7, okay? And preferably, I will use English for the whole lesson, okay? So maybe maybe a little bit Mandarin and BM, okay, as time go by. If you have any questions that you want to ask on the spot, you don't understand, you can ask too, okay? So come, we start our lesson today, chapter 7, coordinate geometry. The chapter 6, okay, linear law, I'm going to teach during the school, after school holidays, okay, when the school reopen later. Then because that one need you to draw the graph on the instant. So I want to check on your graph. That's why I cannot teach that one online. Okay. Okay, 7.1 divisor of a line segment. Okay, what is means of divisor? Divisor is means divide, come from the word divide. Okay, bahagi, divide. Okay, 除就是说分的意思啦。Okay, of a line segment. Okay, let's say this is a line, okay, and then at the end here, okay, there's a point we label as point A, and then at the other end here, there's another point B. Okay, and then let's say if you have another point, okay, on your AB line, which is here. Okay, I use other color. I use the yellow color, which is here exactly at the center. Okay, and then this point, let's say I label it as M. Okay, and then if this point is exactly center and it divide your line AB into two line segments which have equal length. Okay, and then this is what we call a divisor of a line. That means a point that divide your line, okay, into two line segment. Okay, that means this one A to M is one line segment, M to B also another line segment. Okay, and then let's say if your A, okay, the point is x1, y1, and then your B, the point is x2, y2. Okay, the coordinates of A and coordinates of B. And then, okay, if I want to find the coordinate for my point M, point M at the center, so it's also called midpoint. Okay, you remember this term midpoint? I think you have learned it during your Form 2, if not mistaken. Okay, midpoint. Midpoint, that means point at the middle, middle center. Okay, now, to find this point at the center, okay, there's a formula, right? If you still remember, okay, if you don't remember, also never mind, we are going to repeat it, okay? That is, you use your, the first part here, okay, we are going to divide it to x and your y, okay? X and your y in coordinate. Okay, first, we are talking about the x first, okay? To find the x, okay, for your m here, that means, yeah, your this one, your m's coordinate x and y. Okay, for the part x here, okay, we just need to use your coordinate x for your A, x1, and then you add with your coordinate x for your B, which is x2. Then we divide with 2. Okay, that means half lah. Okay. Actually, one of the meaning is, half you divide by 2. Then one more is that these two come from where? Okay, can you see that this M divide this AB into two line segment, right? And then this consider one, this consider one. Then all together here is 2. So that's why it's divided by 2. Okay. And then Y here also, your Y1 from your coordinate A plus your Y2 from your coordinate B, and then divide by 2. Okay. And then from here, this formula, you get your coordinate for M. That is your midpoint. Okay. And this one is the previously you learned from your Form 2 chapter. Okay. For this year, Form 4, okay, what we want to learn? Okay, we want to learn like this. We still have a point. Let's say, okay, we are talking about the same point. Okay, okay, I use other lah. Maybe if I use back AB, you will get confused later, right? And then you have a point Q here. Okay, and then your P also, you have a coordinate. Okay, let's say it's still x1, y1. Okay, and then here x2, y2. Okay, okay. Now our case is that our this what we so call the point. Okay, like M, there's a 1 point lies on your P and Q, but now it's not on the center. It's not exactly at the center. Now it will be a slightly deviate from your center. Let's say here, it's not center. Okay, it's not center. And then this point, let me label it PQ. Okay, let's say I say is point R, maybe. Okay, your point R. Okay, okay. This it is just an alphabet or whatever point that you want to label, so never mind. And then since it's not the center, okay, then there will be a ratio that divide these 2 points. Okay, then the ratio I can say, okay, the ratio PQ here is M, and then RQ here is N. Okay, nah, with different ratio. Okay, maksudnya dia bahagi dengan nisbah yang tak sama，它分了不同的比例。OK，它不是在中间的，它有比例的。OK， then how are we going to find this point R? Okay, can we use back like this one? Okay, of course it cannot lah because this one is at the center, right? But now it's not the center, right? Okay, so to find your point R, there's a new formula. That's why I told you this one is what you learned this year. Okay, the new formula will be like this. Also same, you have your coordinate x and y. Okay, 你还是有 x and y, other x, y 跟 coordinate different. Okay, for your coordinate x, okay, okay, we are using your ratio n here multiply with your p plus with your ratio m multiply with your x2. Then divide with m plus n. Okay, like this. Okay, on the other way say is actually like this. Your point here x, you are going to multiply with the ratio, the other side's ratio. No, not m. Okay, m ratio is for p r, right? Okay, but now you use your p coordinate, you multiply with the other side ratio. 你乘跟另外一边的 ratio， 而不是它自己的 ratio. Okay, kita darab dengan ratio yang sebelah satu lagi, bukan pada ratio dia sendiri. Okay, and then here your x also same, you multiply with the other side ratio n. Okay, so that's why mengapa okay m saya terbalik because I want to put x1 here, x2 here, so it's easy for you to remember, right? Okay, easy for you to remember because this is your first point. This point comes first, right? X1, and then you multiply with ratio n, and then your x2 you multiply with the other side ratio n. Okay, and then divide with overall ratio. That means these two ratio add together. Okay, hasil tambah dua nisbah ini. Okay, and then same goes for your y here. Okay, your y1, I said y1, so you must multiply with the other side's ratio. So will be n y1. And then plus your y2 here, you have to multiply with the other side's ratio. That is m y2. Then overall, we'll divide with your m plus n. Okay, so this is the formula. I hope that you can remember for you to find the point R. Okay, if this point R have ratio mn, that you divide your line segment PQ to ratio mn. So this is how you find your point R. Okay, and then this you have to note this formula. This formula, if not mistaken, I think it's given in your exam question paper. Okay, but I think if you can remember, that's the best lah. No need to refer the formula, right? Because if you forget, if you forget formula, you will also forget how to use it. So even though it's printed on the formula pages, it will be useless. Okay, so try to compact it inside your brain. Okay, Now this part, okay, I think most of you hate this part, okay, deriving the formula. That means this formula, just now I just show you how to use it, right? But now is the part that deriving where this formula come from. Okay, yeah, you have to learn. So because deriving is also a part of the questions that will come up in the exam. Okay, deriving the formula for divisor of a line segment on a Cartesian plane. Okay, how did I get the formula just now? Why x1 was can multiply with n, m multiply with x2 like that. Okay, so all this actually, yeah, we have a proof of it. Okay, so this is how we are going to show you. Okay, first let's say you have a line AB, okay, with its coordinate x1 y1, and then here x2 y2, okay, and then let's say that you have a point, yeah, you have a point here. Yes, label it with SC. And then your point C here is, let's say the formula is X. No, the coordinate is XY, like this. Okay. So how can I prove the formula just now? Okay, it's like this, that now you know this is a straight line, okay? So the straight line, okay, that means that the gradient are same, right? On the same straight line, the gradient will be the same. Okay, so then I can divide this part like this. Here, this line, and the line here. Okay, so this is your x1, right? And then here is your x, here is your x2. Okay, same goes for here. This is your y1 here, and then here will be your y, and then here will be your y2. Okay, okay, so now I want this triangle. Yeah, I want this triangle. And then I'm going to compare it with the other triangles here. Yeah. And then let's say just now, oh, this point C is not at center, right? So if it's not at center, it will divide your AB, okay, into two parts, okay, with ratio M here and here. Okay, there must be a ratio. Okay, if this is line C is not at center, then it will be ratio two different ratio M to N. Okay, if it's at the center, actually there's also a ratio, you know, but the ratio is 1 to 1. Okay, so 1 to 1 usually is same, like that's why you divide by 2. Okay, so now if it's not a center, of course your line AB will be divided to ratio M N. Okay, and then from here is that uh, let's say I label here as your C, and then I label here as your D. Okay, and then this part, the length of this part is your X minus X1, right? You see the length from your X1 to X, right? So the length for your A to C is X minus X1. And then your length C to D is your X2 minus X. Okay, this length C to D. Okay, and then on the other side here, which is your Y here, this length A, that means, oh, sorry, just now I used C already, right? So this one, yeah, I cannot use letter C, huh? It will make you very, very confusing, right? Okay, sorry. I change it to letter E lah. Okay, other letter E. Okay, so just now AE is X minus X1, and then your C to D is X2 minus X, okay? Not 1X, minus X only. This is, okay. So I'm afraid that later this is just now the dotted line, okay? Okay, so now I just get rid of the dotted line, so you can see that the line from C to D is X2 minus X8. Okay, and then this vertical height. Okay, vertical height from C to E is, as you can see, C to E is this part, right? From your Y to Y1. So we can also write as Y minus Y1. Okay, and then the vertical height for your BD is, you can see, is here, right? Y2 minus Y. Okay, so the length for this, the length and the width for your triangle. Okay, you can see the this one, the line here. Oh, sorry. Okay, the line here AE, and then the height CE, also the line here CD, and the height BD. Okay, then as I told you before, all these because they are on the same line, they have the same gradients. Okay, that means that the ratio of their side are also same. Okay, the ratio of their side 就是说它们的边的比例都会是一样的，因为在相同一条线。OK, maksudnya nisbah sisi mereka akan sama sebab atas satu garis yang sama, gradient yang sama. Okay, so like this we can write as your at first. Okay, let's say I start with my x first. Okay, your AE. Okay, yeah, I write here lah. Never mind. Here AE divide with your CD. Okay, that will be equals to, okay, this part AE here, you can see, right? Okay, and then your part CD is here. Okay, when you divide these two sides, okay, they will give you the ratio M to N. Yeah, I mean same ratio as the gradient here. Okay, because why? Because they share the same line. So when you divide the side, okay, they will give you the same ratio like this. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute in my AE here. My AE here, as you can see, is x minus x1. Okay, and then okay, this one no need, no need to need. And then your CD will be x2 minus x, and then the ratio mn here. Okay, okay, then next thing is that we are going to do the cross multiplications. Okay, darab silang like this, and then you have your n x1. I sorry, not n x1, only n x, n x then minus n x1 like this. Okay, and then this side you get m x2 minus mx. Okay, so can you see that you have x and x here? Okay, this x and x, okay, they consider same term, so you move to the same side. So here you get your nx plus mx. Okay, your mx move to here, become plus. And then your nx1 here, you move to this side, become nx1. We put it in front because it's x1. Okay, and then plus with mx2. Okay, and then here you have the same terms x and x. Okay, so we can factorize your x. You left n and m inside. Okay, this n and m actually I can write also as m plus n. Okay, actually same, right? Because they are plus together. And then n x1 plus m x2. Okay, so if I just want the x, that means your m plus m, you move to here, move to your right hand side, and then it will become nx1 plus mx2 over m plus n. Yeah, that's why you get your coordinate of x exactly same as the previous one here. Can you see that? Okay, so this is how the formula is being proven. Okay, this proven also in they also given in a textbook. Okay, actually you can look at textbook. I'm afraid that you get confused because of my so say the drawing here, right? Okay, but if you follow carefully starting from the video just now, then you know lah, okay, which multiply to which, okay. Yeah, take your time later, never mind. Okay, now we just prove the part of x, you know. Now we want to prove the part of y, which is the vertical height here. Okay, same scale like just now, but now we use CE, okay, instead of AE. AE just now this horizontal height, right? Okay, now we use this vertical height CE. Your CE, then we divide with the other side vertical height of a small triangle here, BD, and then we'll also give you the same ratio, M to N, okay? M, okay, from your CE here, and then N from your BD here. Okay, so now we put in our CD. Our CE is Y minus Y1, and then we divide with BD here is Y, yeah, Y minus, sorry, is Y2 minus Y equals to M N. Sorry, I just realized that, yeah, just now I saw mistakenly. This is Y, you know, not, yeah, Y2 minus Y, right? Yeah, nobody tell me just now. Not Y1, Y only. So that's why now you put in Y2 minus Y. Okay, Y only, huh? Not Y1. Y1 is up to this level, right? Sorry, just Y only. Okay, so now same score like just now. We just need to do the cross multiplying. Then you get your ny minus ny1 equals to your my2 minus my. Okay, and then the y and y term same, we move together, ny plus my equals to your ny1, become positive ny1 here, and then plus with your my2. Okay, and then this one we can factorize our y, and then we'll get m plus n here, y1 plus m y2. Okay, so overall you will get ny1 plus my2 over fraction m plus n. Okay, yeah, over m plus n ratio. So overall, then you see you get your coordinate x, your coordinate y. That's why the overall formula to find your just now I said our point C just now is equals to nx1 plus mx2 x2, okay, divide with m plus n, and then here is your ny1 plus ny my2 divide with your m plus n. Here goes the formula is being proven. How you derive, you get it. Okay. Now, so this one, never mind, you can look back slowly. So this is you need to copy in your text pack, please, okay. There are no space in your worksheet that I give you. Okay, please copy in your text pack. Okay, this formula how is being proven, the deriving for formula. Okay, divisor of a like segment. Okay, copy in your text pack. Must. Okay. Okay, done proving. So later here we are going to use we are going to look for a few example how to use the formula. Okay, how to use the formula. Okay, now so every time I advise you to let you have a better understanding. Okay, so before you use the formula, why don't we just draw the situation first? Okay, like example one here. Given, okay, your point P, Q, and R are collinear. Okay, this word collinear, that means that they are on a same straight line, one straight line. Okay, collinear, same straight line. Okay, you are going to see this word a lot later. Okay, let's say we draw the situations. We have our line. I know it's not that straight. Okay, let's say this is my P, -3, -9. and then wait, -9. And then there's another one given, uh, your R, okay, R here, coordinate 4, 5. Okay, and then Q, okay, Q, you see, is not given, right? But then they given you the ratio here, PQ, PR is 2 to 7. Okay, what is this mean? That means PQ only 2, right? Smaller than the PR, right? You know, the PR 7, that means your PR is longer than your PQ, right? So that means that your Q must be somewhere here. Okay, this will be your Q. And let's say we put the coordinate X, X, Y. Okay, and then P to Q, the ratio here is 2. And then they give you the PR. Okay, please read carefully what they given. Now they given PQ. Okay, PQ 2. Now the other one 7 is PR. You know, PR. P to R, not Q to R. Okay, P to R. That means from here to here is 7. So, okay, if overall is 7, then P to Q already 2 here. How many left for the ratio from Q to R? That would be 7 minus 2, which is 5, right? Okay, then later your M and N, please use this 2 and 5, not the 7. That's why please read your question carefully, okay? The ratio given here is from where to where, okay? The ratio MN that we want is PQ, QR. Okay, the MN kita ambil macam tu lah, PQ, lepas tu QR. Bukan dia bagi sini saja, you terus anggap here 2 is M, and then your 7 is N. 那个是错的 that one is wrong. OK，那 you have to understand the situation first，你要看清楚他给的这个 ratio 指的是哪里到哪里。OK，我们要拿的是像上面这个黄色的，kita nak yang kuning ini saja 2, 5 not 7. OK，那 please bear in mind. OK，就jangan nampak哦，dia bagi 他直接给你就横荡下去了哈。这个就是有好几个我担心的。就你不了解题目，你看了就做，但等下你跟我讲说，哎呀，为什么我又在错？所以你小心这点，OK？So now, since we already have our ratio and our P and R here, now we can start to find our coordinates Q. Okay, our coordinates Q. Okay, remember our formula. Start with your N. Okay, now let's say this is our x1, y1 lah, P. Okay, 前面的这个我们就当做 x1, y1. Yang ada kat depan kan, kat belah kiri kita anggap x1, y1, and then this one x2, y2. Okay, always like this. So, but I tell you right, kalau we start with this one is your x1, so it must multiply with 它要乘跟谁？它要乘跟它对面的就是这个5. Dia kena darab dengan 5 kan? Tak boleh darab dengan 2 kan? Dia kena darab yang ratio yang sebelah lagi. So it's your 5 multiply with your -3. Okay, this one also I want to tell you. Because your given formula is here n and then here x1, right? So if possible, don't exchange the place. You don't put x1 first and then n at the back. 不要这样放. Okay, we follow exactly same as the formula. N first, okay, ratio n come first, and then your x1. Okay, here plus with your, the next thing will be your m, right? Okay, ratio m 2, and then the figure here is your x2. Okay, x2 is 4. Like this, and then over all this we divide with m plus m plus 1. Okay, just follow here. That means it's 2 plus 5. Okay, don't exchange the place 2 and 5. 就跟着你的画这边先 ikut you punya gambar aja kat sini. You jangan 2 tambah 5, 5 tambah 2, jangan terbalik lah, if possible. Okay, follow exactly. And then for your coordinate y here, okay, same goes. For your -9, we must multiply with a 5. Okay, 5 come first, and then your -9, and then plus with your 2, ratio 2, multiply with your coordinate y2, 5. Okay, so this is your n, y1, m, y2, right? This one you no need to write lah. Okay, I just want to you I want you to have a clearer image. Okay, what are you replacing in? And then here will be same as here, 2 plus 5. And then close your bracket, don't forget. Okay, starting from here now, count. Okay, this one you get negative 15, and then plus 8, you get 7 over 7 here. Sorry, it's a negative 7, negative 7 over 7. Okay, negative 15 plus 8, negative 7 over 7. And then here is negative 45 plus 10, will give you negative 35 over 7. Okay, don't forget your bracket because this is coordinate. Negative 7 over 7 will give you negative 1, and then negative 35 over 7 will give you negative 5, which makes you the answer for coordinate Q is negative 1, negative 5. Okay, clear? No problem, right? Okay, this one should be easy lah, just directly to use the formula. Okay, then yeah, one more example of this part. Okay, now you see the questions can come out in various form. Okay, they did not give you a direct ratio, but they give you in form of equation. Yeah, that will be two. Okay, and then as I told you every time, please draw the situation. That's better for you. You can see very clearly when you draw the line. Okay, given the points P and Q, okay, the points are lines on the straight line PQ. That means that your R must in between PQ. So we draw your line first, your P here, coordinate negative 2, 2. And then your Q here, 7, 8. Okay, and then say R lines on here, okay lah, whatever we put, wherever also never mind, just R here. Okay, but what is the ratio? Okay, the ratio, as you can see, there's no ratio here, right? But there is this equation here. The 2PR equals to RQ. Yeah, how to look the ratio from here? Okay, this is what I want to tell you. Okay, we write down the equation just now. That is your 2PR equals to RQ, right? Okay, so what we do now is that your RQ, you move to PR. Move to PR side here, it will be 2PR over RQ. And then here will be 1, not 0, 1. This place is actually 1 multiplied with RQ. So when RQ move to here, you still left 1 here, not 0. Okay, 0, if you come minus here, RQ minus, come to here, become minus RQ, then here is left 0. But now you divide, that means there's still 1 here. And then your 2, move to your side 1 here, you will get your PR over RQ equals to 1. 2 when moved to here become over 2. Yeah, you get 1 over 2, which means that if you write in form of ratio, PR to RQ is 1 is to 2. Yeah, this is how you change from the equation form to your ratio form, which is what I said that you look familiar with. Okay, PR to RQ. Okay, so from here now we can put in our ratio. Our ratio PR. Okay, your PR here is 1, and then your R to Q here is 2. Okay, so your M and N, yeah, is here. Then now we can like just now, you can find your coordinate for points, coordinates for point R. Okay, coordinates for point R as usual. Okay, your x1, y1, Q is your x2, y2. Okay, so your x1 here, you multiply with the ratio 2. So it's 2 x1 negative 2. And then plus with your ratio of m1, and then your x2, 7. Then divide with 1 plus 2, the overall ratio here. And then comma for your coordinates y. Okay, your 2 multiply with 2. And then where comes these 2? 2 is your n. And then the bracket 2 is your y1. Okay, and then plus with 1. Okay, your ratio m. in bracket your y2 is 8. Okay, and then don't forget divide with 1 plus 2, the ratio m plus n, and then close your bracket. Okay, now calculate -4 plus 7, you will have -4 plus 7 will all become 3, and then below here 1 plus 2 is 3. And then here is 4, 4 plus 8 is 12, right? 12 divided by 3. Okay, so overall here you get 1, and then 12 divided by 3, you get 4. And your coordinate for R is 1, 4. Okay, we are only at first page. Okay, this one is page 105. Okay, you can see. Well, 1 hour's almost done because one example of unfamiliar. Okay, so next. Okay, I think should clear on everyone. Not clear, never mind. Later you can look back at the recording, right? Okay, come. This example two. Okay, solve. This one, the title is solve the following problems. Okay, as you can see in our worksheet, right? Solve the following problems. Okay, now look at this question. It is given that your FP6, okay, GHO. These F and H are they are variables of P and Q, right? And that means you know what to do. That means you have to find the coordinates. Are collinear such that FG to FH is 1 to 3. Find the values of P and Q. Okay. As I told you, as usual, we draw the situations FGH. Okay, so draw your line and then yeah, just put in whatever should be starting with your F. Now usually we follow the alphabet, you know, your F and then G, right? So you see your G, FG to FH, that means F to G here, this is G, and then the ratio here is 1. And then your F to H, F to H is 3. Okay, that means your H is here, and 3 is longer than 1, right? Okay, that means FH is all from here to here. It's 3, you know. So read carefully, huh? And then that means that this ratio will be, the overall is 3. 1 is already here. So your G to H will be 2. Okay, good, right? Now, yeah, yeah. And don't forget to put in your coordinates. Okay, here is P6. Your G is 2, 3. And then your H is 7, Q. Okay, we can use the same formula as just now. Okay, just form the formula first. That means your coordinates of G, okay, is equals to wait, like this. Okay, I write down my G. Okay, my G coordinate is 2, 3. How to get the formula, the coordinate 2, 3? Okay, we have the formula, right? Okay, our formula is your n, okay, which is here, your ratio n2, and then multiply with your x1, which is p, plus your ratio 1, multiply with the x2, which is 7, and then divide with the overall ratio 1 plus 2. Okay, and then that will be your complete of your coordinate x. Okay, your coordinate y, same go here, ratio 2, multiply with your y1, 6, plus with your ratio 1, multiply with your y2 cube. Okay, overall here, divide with 1 plus 2, the overall ratio, and then will be equals to 2, 3. Okay, now we can draw out like this. This part here, wait, this part here will equals to your 2 here, right? Your x equals to your x here, y equals to y z. Okay, so your 2p plus 7 over 3 will equals to 2. Okay, and then your 2p plus 7 will equals to 6. 2p equals to plus 7, move to the other side, become 6 minus 7 minus 1. And then your p will be negative 1 over 2. Okay, see it? Okay, the next part here, your y will equals to your y here, right? So, okay, come 12 minus, sorry, 2 minus 6, minus 1 minus, sorry, 2 multiply 6, you get 12, and then plus q, okay, 1 multiply q, okay, divide with 3 here, equals to 3. Okay, 12 plus q equals to 9. And then your q here will equals to your 12 move the other side, 9 minus 12 minus 3. Okay, so finally, oh yeah, no need to finally because this they you look back the questions, they want the values of P and Q. Okay, just leave your answer like that. No need to write down the coordinates, okay? Because they want the value P and Q. So that's your answer. That means your answer here. Done. That's all. Okay. Now we go to the next questions. Okay. 3 here. A straight line passes through J and K. Okay. It is given L lines on the straight line JK. Find the value of X. Find the value. Okay. This one we have to, like usual, I said that don't just read for the case 8. Now we draw the situations. Okay. You have a straight line JK. J. Okay. The coordinate 12, negative 13. Just write down the coordinate every time, so easier for you when you want to multiply, so no need to look back the questions. Okay, sometimes you maybe when you look back, right, it's too crowded here, and then you make a mistakes or whatever. So why don't just draw and then make sure transfer carefully the coordinates. Okay, here is negative 9, 8. Okay, your JK and your JK's line. Okay, and then now read your A first. It is given that L4S with coordinate 4x lies on straight line JK. Okay, lies on straight line JK. So that means they did not give you any ratios here, right? Okay, so never mind. Just whatever, we just write down our L. So assume that your L is here. Okay, with the coordinate 4S here. Okay, and then now they want you to find this value S. Okay, to find the value, as you know, right? This because L here they did not state its ratio, right? So your main problem here is to know the ratio. What is your M, and then what is your N here? Yeah, that is your main thing. So the first thing we want to find MN first. How to find MN? Okay, yeah, I told you. So what we have here, you look at the coordinates. Okay, we have 12 here, the X. We also have the X for L. We also have the X for your K. Okay, using these three, we can find the ratio for our MN. Okay, so like the formula where we want to find the coordinate X. Okay, if you want to find the coordinates L here, L the X here, right, 4, right? Okay, how to find your 4 here is that you use your uh, ratio n, you multiply with your x1, right, 12, and then your ratio m, you multiply with x2 here, negative 9. Okay, and then all this we divide with m plus n like this, and then we'll give you 4. Okay, so from here, 12n minus 9m. And then for m plus n, you move to 4 here, become multiply, become 4m plus 4n, like this. Okay, then from here, your m and m move to same side, your n and n move them to the same side. Okay, so it'll be like this, 12m minus 4m. And then here will be 4m plus 9m. Then over here, I will get 8n. And then here, I will get 13m. Okay. So now what I do is, I want my n, I move to m here, become 1 over n. And then my 13, I move to 8 here, become 8 over 13. Like this. Okay, you know what? You move 13, move the other side, become divide, right? And move to the side m here, also divide, right? So that makes your ratio m to n is 8 to 13. Yeah, that is how you find your ratio. Okay, then when we have our ratio here, okay, now is the time we find our s. Okay, s is your y coordinate, right? Okay, so since we know now, here is 8, here is 13. Okay, 13 here, 8, 13. Okay, so now to find our coordinate x, okay, s, yeah, I can write like this. Okay, don't want. Okay, to become s, actually we use our y1 multiply with our ratio n, right? So it's 13 multiply with negative 13 here. Okay, your n x y1, okay, and then plus with your m, which is 8, your y2 is 8. Then all this divide with your ratio now is m 8 plus 13. Okay, like this. Okay, up here you get negative 169 plus 64 over 21 here equals to 6. Okay, and then from here, 169 divided by 64, you get 1 negative 105. Divide with 21 equals to x. Okay, you use your calculator, you get here negative 5 equals to s. So that is your answer, s equals to negative 5. Okay. Okay, so that's done for your questions A. Now we go to B. Point P divides the line segment JK in the ratio 2:4. Find the coordinates of P. Oh, okay. So now there's a new questions. If you can see, even though they're using the same line JK, but then the situation give here now is a new situation P. Then I mean there's nothing to do with your L already. Okay, L already done in your A. So now it's focused on your second questions. Okay, P. Okay, so yeah, for your B here. Now, what I want you to do, I told you every time, right? Which draw your line first. Your J. Okay, remember the coordinate for your J is 12, negative 13. And then your K, the coordinate is negative 9, 8. Okay, and then now your P, okay, somewhere here with ratio. They give you the ratio, right? Do you remember the ratio? Okay, line segment divide. Okay, they say divides the line segment JK into ratio 2:4. That means that this whole line JK are divided into segment 2 here, 4 here. Yeah. Okay, then this is your P, your X, your Y. Okay, so now find the coordinates of P. Okay, that will be easy to find the coordinates of P. Okay, as usual. Now, since we already know the ratio, so it's 4, your X1, 12, and then plus 2, your x2, negative 9. And then over 2 plus 4. Okay, then here is your ratio for y1, negative 13, plus 2, your y2 is 8. Divide with 2 plus 4. Okay, so yeah, you calculate here 48 minus 48, okay, minus this one is 18, right? Minus 18, 48 minus 18, 30. 30 divide by 6, you have 5 here. Okay, I didn't forget bracket. Okay, this one 4 multiply with negative 13, you get negative 52. Negative 52 plus 16, you will get negative 36. Okay, negative 36 divided by 6, you get negative 6. So here is your coordinate of P done. Okay, so you later you look back. I said this one is actually not not hard. I can say that it's really not hard. Okay, uh, okay, yeah, we have a lot more to go. Now we just finished our part 7.1. Yeah, we just finished our part 7.1 just now. That means 7.1 we only learn one thing, how to find the coordinates, okay? When it's given that the coordinates of the point that divided the straight line into a ratio, okay? Into two different segments. Okay. Now 7.2, parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Okay, what are parallel lines? Garis Solari. Now your Garis Solari will look like this, right? Okay, 平行线. During your parallel lines, your M1, okay, equation for the two pairs of the pairs of straight line, the gradient will be the same. Okay, now M1 will be equals to M2. You know, M is gradient, keturunan, gradient here. Okay, if the two lines are parallel, the gradient of the two lines are same. Okay, then for perpendicular, okay, in Malay called garis serenjang. What is garis serenjang? Garis serenjang is that when you have that two line and then the two line cross together, okay, cross together, bersilang 就是交叉, and then they will form a 90 degree here. 就是交叉了会得到90度的，那个是叫 perpendicular line. Okay, garis yang bersilang, bila dia bersilang, sudut bersilang tu ialah 90 darjah, 90 degree here. Which will also give you here also 90, here also 90, here also 90 lah. Okay, this kind of line is called perpendicular lines. Okay, for perpendicular lines, okay, there are one important point here is that the two gradients of the line that are perpendicular, when you multiply together, M1 multiply M2, it will equals to -1. Okay, so here there are two important things here. One is for parallel lines, your M1 will equals to M2. For perpendicular line, your M1 multiply M2 will give you -1. Okay, so be clear with parallel lines and perpendicular lines. What are the properties? Okay, 它们的特点是什么？那 apa dia punya sifat dia tu? You kena tahu. Okay, now we go to these questions. Exercise 3. Now determine whether each of the following pairs of lines are parallel or not. Okay, these two lines, how to know whether they are parallel or not? Actually is very quite easy. Okay, now you have your line 2y here minus x equals to 7. Okay, now just now, if you still remember, to know that the two lines are parallel, the gradient of these two lines are same, right? Okay, so now we just need to check the gradient of these two lines. Okay, one line is 2y minus x equals to 6. The other one is x minus 2y equals to 5. Okay, so from here actually is a bit hard for you to look where your m is, right? So why don't we change it to our family form, which is y equals to mx plus c. And then we just focus on your m here. Then it will be easy for you to look at the m, whether they are same or not. Okay, so now we start here, 2y, and then your x, you move to the other side, we put in front, plus 7. And then y remains here, 2 we don't want, so all divide by 2, you get 1 over 2x. And then here you get 7 over 2. So your m1 here now is 1 over 2. Okay, you see that? This is your m. Okay, for this one, your negative 2y. Okay, x we move to here become negative, yeah, negative x plus 5. Okay, I put x in front because I want the form mx plus c, right? X at your front. Okay, and then I don't want negative 2. I divide all with negative 2. So this one, x divide with negative 2x, and then this one plus 5 divide with negative 2. You will get negative divide negative positive, and then 1 over 2 here I can write as 1 over 2x. Okay, and then positive negative here become negative 5 over 2. So what is your m here? Can you see your m? Your m2 here is 1 over 2. Then when you compare these two m together, you find out that your m1 equals to your m2. Yeah, which is 1 over 2. Okay, then we can write like this. Okay, the pair of straight lines are parallel. Okay, done. That's it. They want you to prove how to look whether it's parallel or not. Okay, just find the gradient and then compare the gradient. If gradient are same, they are parallel. Gradient are not same, they are not parallel. That's all. Okay, now take another example. Okay, look again for another example. Okay, let's say if the explanation just now is not enough. Okay, second time. Now again, we have equation 3y minus x equals to 6. Then the other side 3x minus 2y equals to 6. Okay, now we want to same rearrange it in the form y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so we have 3y here equals to x when move here become positive x plus 6. Okay, then we don't want 3, all divide by 3, then you get 1 over 3x here. And then 6 divided by 3, you get 2. Okay, so your m1 here will be 1 over 3. Okay, this part. Negative 2y remains. Your 3x move the other side become negative 3x plus 6. I don't want negative 2. Okay, divide with negative 2. Here will become negative 3 over negative 2x. Yeah, I can write like this. And then 6 divide with negative 2 plus 6 divide with negative 2. Okay, and then your y here, negative, negative become positive, but 3 over 2 will remain 3 over 2x. Positive, negative become negative, 6 over 2 is 3. So your m2 here is 3 over 2. So do you compare these two, your m1 and your m2? Are they same? No, right? Not same. Okay, with this formula, not same. So then we write down the pair of straight line. You have to answer this sentence, you know. Don't ingat, okay, tulis macam ni, 写这样子就够了，cukup dah tak cukup mah. You have to write again, explain. Okay, now say give your final shot of answer. Okay, the pairs of straight lines are not parallel. Okay, done. Okay. So this is how to prove how to prove that macam mana kalau dia suruh tunjukkan the two lines are parallel, selari atau tidak selari. Okay, this is how you look at it. Okay, just rearrange your given equations into y equals to mx plus c and then compare the m. Okay, the gradient. Okay, next questions. Read the question is, it is given that each of the following pairs of straight lines are parallel. Find the value of P. Okay, now they tell you that this straight line is already parallel. You see here? Already parallel. Are parallel. Okay, so we know are parallel. That means that the important point here is that ingat kalau dia kata parallel, maksudnya dia nak bagi hints apa? What are the hints they want to give you? Is that your M? Yeah, what am I doing? Huh? Okay, is that your M1 will equals to your M2. Okay, ingat ni. Lain kali jumpa perkataan parallel, M1 equals to M2. Bear in your mind like that. Okay, so now also same, they give you a two equation. Okay, 3y minus 4x minus 15 equals to 0. Okay, the other equation here is p minus 5x minus 3y minus 18 equals to 0. Okay, so you know that the hint is the gradient are same, right? Okay, so now we rearrange the form. We want to see what are the gradients. Okay, so here 3y. Okay, and then your x and 15 move to the other side, become 4x plus 15. Okay, I only want y, so it's 4 over 3 x. 15 divide by 3, you get 5. Okay, so that you get your m here is 4 over 3. Okay, and then here, okay, here, same as before, negative 3y remain here, and then your x and your 18 move to the other side. You get negative p minus 5x, and then your negative 18 become positive 18 here. What I want y only, that means I have to divide with negative 3. So your negative p minus 5 over negative 3 here. Okay, x you can write beside it. And then here is 18 over negative 3. Okay, then your negative, you know this will be cancelled off, right? Okay, so but you left p minus 5 over 3, and then this is your x. And then here you get a negative 6. Okay, then what we want here is only this part, the m. Okay, as I told you, right? The parallel m1 equals to m2. So we can write out that our 4 over 3 equals to our p minus 5 over 3. Okay, and then this 3 is actually you can cancel. Okay, tapi you tak biasa cancel naman lah. Okay lah. It's actually can cancel off. Okay, cancel off 3 below. So you left 4 equals to p minus 5. So your p is negative 5 move here. 4 plus 5, 9. So your p equals to 9. Okay, so that's your answer. Done? Okay, so that is how you use lah. Okay, you use the what we say the information given. Okay, and then you just find your p. Okay. Now, okay, this is about the two lines that are parallel. Okay, now we move to two lines that are perpendicular, the properties. Okay, you remember the properties of two perpendicular line, that is your m1. When multiplied with m2, it will equals to negative 1. Yeah, keep this on mind. This is the properties for perpendicular line. Okay, so now determine whether each of the following are perpendicular or not. Okay, same like just now, we just have to look at the gradient. Okay, so your equation 3y minus x equals to 6. Okay, we want to rearrange it in y equals to mx, and then so that we can look easily at the end, right? So here, write 3y equals to your x move to the other side, become x plus 6. And then your y move to the other side, you get 1 over 3 x, and then plus 2, 6 divided by 3, 2. Okay, so your m1 here is 1 over 3. Okay, then take a look at the second equations. 3y plus y equals to 12. So your y here, sorry, why 3y and 3y? Sorry, mistake. Okay, this is 3x, 3x, okay, 3x, okay. So 12 here. I want y only. My 3x move the other side, become negative 3x plus 12. And my m2 will be negative 3. Okay, so now I want to see whether m1 multiply m2, is it negative 1? Okay, so now is my m1 multiplied with m2. Okay, which give me 1 over 3, then multiply with negative 3. what would all this will become -1. Yeah, okay. Because of it's -1, then it's proven, right? It's proven, right? That means when you multiply these two greater together, it becomes -1. So the conclusion is the pair of straight lines are perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular. Okay, that's it. Yeah, done proving. Easy, right? Yeah, easy. But later you see like there are a few more that I did not show you. That means that it's your exercise now. Okay, so better do it by today. So since your memory is still fresh, okay, do it by today. Yeah, don't keep it until when school reopen, then only you want to do. Okay, now second, one more example. Okay, to find same questions. Okay, to find out whether these two lines are perpendicular or not. Okay, now again, 3y minus x equals to 12. And then rearrange it. Okay, 3y equals to x plus 12. And then your y here is 1 over 3x. And then here will become 4. Okay, we divide by 3. So you get your m1 here is 1 over 3. Okay, for the second equation, 3x minus 2y equals to 8. Negative 2y equals to negative 3x plus 8. Okay, so y, okay, divide all with -2. So -3 divide with -2x. Then plus 8 also divide with -2. Then finally you get the negative negative cancel off. You get 3 over 2x. Then minus 4. Okay, so your m2 here is 3 over 2. This is equal, this is 2. Okay, so now we multiply the m1 and m2 and see whether we can get -1 over 2 or not. Okay, so it's 1 over 3 multiplied with 3 over 2. This 3 can cancel off. Your final answer is 1 over 2, which is not equal to -1. So what it means? It means that the pairs of straight line are not perpendicular. Oh, okay, perpendicular. Okay, LAR. Okay, this spelling, never mind, just look back at your questions, right? It's given there. Okay, done. So this is how you want to show that whether the two lines are perpendicular or not. Okay, so we move to the next questions. Okay. It is given that each of the following lines are perpendicular. Okay, now starting from the questions they give you already, this is perpendicular. That means they are perpendicular. And then find the end. Okay, so it's an application. Okay, we start to use the application of the properties m1 multiply m2 equals to -1. Okay, please. Hope that you remember already. Okay, so now two equations here. Okay, never mind. 2y minus 3x plus 14 equals to 0. Same goes here. Rearrange in y equals to mx plus c. So 2y equals to 3x minus 14. And then your y divide by 2 all, you get 3 over 2x here. And then -7. Okay, now focus on this. Actually, we want this end. Yeah, that's important here. Okay, then later for the second equation, n minus 2, x minus 4y minus 16 equals to 0. Okay. Actually, I prefer do it this way, like this. you have your, not enough space, little right. You have your negative for y here, and then your n minus 2, move to this side, become negative, bracket n minus 2x. Negative 16 become positive 16 when move to here. Then all this we divide with negative 4, okay, because you don't want the negative 4. Then you get negative n minus 2 over negative 4 x here, and then plus 16 over negative 4. Okay, and then your negative here can cancel off. You will get n minus 2 over 4 x here, and then here overall you get negative 4. Okay, out of all these, what we want is just here, the gradient, right? And then the gradient, how we connect these two gradient? Yeah, remember this one? Multiplied will become negative 1. Okay, so to find your n, we do it this way. 3 over 2 multiplied with n minus 2 over 2 equals to negative 1. Why directly equals to? Because they already told you, right? They are perpendicular. So we can just directly multiply and make it equal to negative 1. Okay. So now just multiply your 3 in up there, you get 3n minus 6. And then below here 2 multiply 2, you get 4, negative 1. Okay. Then the next step, okay, this one I think no need to tell you, you get negative 4 here, right? And then your 3n, you get negative 6 move here, become plus 6, so it's 2. And then your n is equals to, okay, sorry, sometimes 6. Am I missing something? 3 over 2. Hi, sorry. Yeah, why did I? Okay, this one. I write here 4, right? Why I go and write 2? Okay, here is 4. So here you get 8. Okay, if here you get 8, here you get negative 8. So negative 8 plus 6, you get negative 2, which overall you give you negative 2 over 3. Okay, that is your answer for n. Okay. Well, I think but I cannot finish, I have my ends also already told you up to 12, right? So okay, we can finish 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more questions. Okay, I want you to look at 4 more example. Yeah, I know that all these are sudden income actually, but if you follow, you understand it's not hard actually. Okay. Now we haven't go to the problem solving question yet, right? We just go to the basic, right? How to find that the two lines are perpendicular or parallel like that. Okay. Now question 7. Okay, so sabar. Nah, setengah jam lagi. Okay, half more hour, 半个小时, 12点. Okay, like exercise 7. Find the equations of the straight line that passes through point P and parallel to the given straight lines in general form. Okay, so yeah, this one. They give you one, as you can see here. This is an equation, and then this is a point. Okay, and equation, yeah, separate these two out. Equation front here, point here. And then what they want you actually is to find equation, nak dapat equation baru. You know your new equation, as I told you, right? Or this one I repeat many times, right? To find the equation for straight line, that means is y equals to mx plus c. We want this thing. Okay? We want this thing. Then there is one formula, okay, you have the gradients and you have the point. There is one formula here. I'm not sure that whether you already learned it during your 1, 2, 3 or not. There's one formula given like this: y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Okay, then later after this, you put in and you rearrange, you get also y equals to mx plus c. Okay, but this one is the easiest way when you have a gradient and you have a point that is your x1, y1. You just substitute all these three in this equation and then you can get this y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so we are going to use this formula. This formula actually you can also use in your modern maths. Okay, modern maths. Okay, so but now the first thing is that the point x1 y1 is already here. That is your 2 and negative 5. Okay, our problems here is only our m. Okay, to find the m, that means that the first equation given here, we must look it from here because they say that parallel, right? This word parallel to the equation, right? So, okay, then we can find our gradient, okay, from this equation. So, first thing come is that we must rearrange the equation. Okay, so 3 equals to 2x plus 12. And then y, you divide with 3, 2 over 3x, and then this one divide, you get 4. Okay, we just want the m here, which is 2 over 3. Okay, we just want this one. Parallel, right? Okay, so now when we have this m already, now is the time we use the second equation just like I told you, which is y. Then minus your y1. Yeah, y1 just now negative 5, right? Negative 5. Put in. Equals to your m, which is now 2 over 3. Bracket your x minus your 2. Okay, minus negative 5, you get y plus 5. And then here you get 2 over 3x. Then here you get negative 4 over 3. Okay, so there is one word here, if you remember, this word, in general form. In general form. Okay, what is mean in general form? General form is like this, I tell you. That is your y here. You move your x to here to become 2 over 3x. And then your plus 5 plus 4 over 3 then equals to 0. That means move all your x, your c to the side of y. And then your right hand side here will become 0. This is what we call general form. Okay. Then again, this one you must settle under 5 plus 4 over 3. Okay, so here is y minus 2 over 3x. And then this, when you plus all together, you get 19 over 3 equals to 0. So this is how your equation should be. Okay, now in general form. Okay, the y equals to mx plus c, as I can see, it's not in general form. And then they say that in general form, okay, like you just, if the question said in general form, then you change it like this. If the question here does not stated in which form, you just keep it in the form of y equals to mx plus c will do. OK，那如果有交代 general form，你就像这样子咯。OK，把它搬去另外一边，全部等于零。Nah, kalau dia kata general form kan, you pindah kerja ke sebelah yang belakang. Di sini ke belah kanan tuh tinggal kosong. Kalau dia tak kata ada general form, 如果没有讲, so you bagi dalam bentuk y equals to mx plus c. Okay, that will do. Done. Next. Okay, 3 more example. Yeah, and then that's all for today. But as time go by, I want to check my recording. How about the recording content? Okay. Okay. Question 8. Find the equation of straight line that passes through point P and perpendicular to the given straight line in general form. Okay, that's why I asked you, you must read the question carefully, right? Whether what they want actually. Here, they want to find the equation. As I told you, if they want equation, that means your y equals to mx plus c. Yeah, they want this thing. And then what more information given is that passes through point P and perpendicular. Okay, the word perpendicular, huh? You must know that your M1, M2, when multiplied together, you get -1. Okay, and then given in the general form. Okay, general form, that means like just now, that means at your back there must be equal to 0. Okay, so now, same like just now, they give you one equation and one point. Okay, and then you know that later, right after we look at it, we have our m, we find our m, and then we use this equation y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1 to find the final equation. Okay, so first is that your 4y, we want to find m first, m. Okay, 3x minus 8 equals to 0. Okay, your 4y equals to 3x plus 8. And then y equals to 3 over 4x. And then here, 8 divided by 4, you get 2. Okay, then from here, I told you, right, we want this m. Okay, but remember that this is not the m that we can exactly use, because now the line is not parallel. If parallel, we can directly use this one, right? But now it's perpendicular. Perpendicular, that means that you have to find the m that we want. Okay, then we put it like this. Like, let's say this is your m1, and then we have the one that we want to find is m2. So m1 multiply m2 will equals to -1. Remember this, okay? And then we put in our m1 that you get just now, 3 over 4, and then m2 is the gradient that we want, okay? And then multiply 2, because perpendicular, they will equals to -1. Okay, so your m2 will be -4 over 3. Okay, so this is the one, the gradient that we need. Okay, the gradient that we need. Okay, and you remember your point? Yeah, 1, -4. Okay, 1, -4, that means this is your x1, y1. Okay, now we use this formula, okay, to find the equation. Yeah, 1 minus 4. Okay, so our equation starting with y minus our y1. Yeah, y1 just now. -4, right? Okay, so bracket -4, and then plus our m. Our current m is -4 over 3, and then our x minus our x just now is 1. Okay, if you look back, okay, yeah, 1, then your y1 is -4. Okay, so now, so simplify it, we get 4 here, -4 over 3x, negative become positive 4 over 3. Okay, so remember the question, this word, in general form. Yeah, can I read here? In general form. Yeah, I told you just now, in general form, that means we move all the equations, okay, to the side of y, and then we left 0 at the last part. So it becomes y plus 4 over 3x. And then here is plus 4 minus 4 over 3 equals to 0. Okay, then don't leave it now. Your 4 and minus 4 over 3 can still be simplified, you know. Then here you get what? You get 12 minus is 8 over 3. Right, you will get plus 8 over 3 equals to 0. Okay, so that's now you can either actually you can maintain your equation in this form, or sometimes, right, because we don't want the numerator here, right? So what we do is we multiply all this with 3, also can become 3y plus 4x plus 8 equals to 0. Okay, like this, I mean, it's either this or this, either one lah, okay? As your final answer also never mind. Okay, 其中一个你可以随便，但是我的建议就是 my suggestion 呢，如果可以停在第一就第一了，因为我怕你等下本来这里对了的，来这里说变成错去，所以最好不做，对吗？少做少错。Okay, my suggestion kan cikgu, ingat kalau boleh you tahu dapat kat sini cukup lah, tak usah ini bawah ni tak usah lah. Biarpun dia nampak elok sikit sebab tak ada pecahan kan. Tapi nanti takut nanti silap darab salah kan. Padahal sini betul lah, my sini salah, potong markah. Okay, so 错到哪里停着那个就够了，上面那个。Okay, 那 Okay, this part settle. Okay, well, two more question. 我那个 budget 2个小时还不错，还够。Now, these are kind of questions that you are going to encounter a lot. Okay, you have no there are no line, no situation. So, but then whenever the question came up with the word you see here, straight road, straight line, all these right, straight lines, and then an equation and a point. Well, you must suspect that this is the geometry coordinate chapter. 那任何你看到有 straight line, they give you equations, they give you point like this, right? 你要怀疑一下，就是这一课了。Okay, then so uh change to this mode lah. Okay, all the equation in this chapter, then you must use it wisely. Maksudnya you kena fikir lah dapat straight line kan, jawab ada straight line, ada equations, ada point kan, you kena fikir lah dia mesti bab ini ya, tak lari ya. Okay. Okay, now we read the questions. A developer is required to build a new straight road. Okay, they say to build a new straight road. Oh, right. Did I turn this on? Okay. Okay. Never mind. Two last questions. Okay. Okay, a developer is given to build a new dia kata baru. Okay, a straight line like this, a new straight line which passes through the point to. Okay, pattern straight line is not necessarily horizontal, 等下我习惯画了. Okay, actually I can draw like this lah. Nah. Okay, because they give you the equation, that means the straight line actually they are not horizontal or vertical. They must be a bit slanting, garis cerun macam tu, right? Okay, then there's a point 2, -2, 5. Passes through. Maksudnya ada satu point yang dia lalu -2, 5 like this. Okay. And then it is given that a straight road was already built. Maksudnya ada lagi another straight road already built. Requiring straight line passes through. It is given a straight line that a straight line road was already built can be expressed in this. The developer is required to build a new road such that it does not intersect. Oh, okay. Maksudnya ada two lines. Okay, there are two lines. This is the new one. Then there is another existing road. Maksudnya ada satu jalan yang lama lah, yang sudah ada dah. Then this road, yang road satu lagi lama tu kan, what are the situation? Okay, we read carefully the questions. They give you, the developer is required to build a new road. This is the new road that they want to build now. Such that it does not intersect with existing road. Maksudnya garis baru, your new road and your old road will not intersect. Tidak akan bersilang. Okay, only one situation that the two roads will be not intersect. That is when the two roads are what? When the two roads are parallel. When the two roads are parallel. 只有它们两者平行的情况下，才不会 not intersect，OK，才不会 intersect. Baru dia tidak akan bersilang. Kalau kata dia tak selari, dia garis macam ni kan. Yeah, at one point you see, of course they will cross together, you know. Okay. For perpendicular line, of course, perpendicular line, you know that why called perpendicular line? Because two crossing together, then will form 90 degree, right? Okay, does not intersect, that means only one case, that is these two line are parallel. So dari hujung 从前面到后面根本不会有碰撞到的，只有这一种情况。Hanya guys macam ni yang dia tidak akan bersilang, okay? Does not intersect, okay? Does not intersect maksud macam ni. So that means that the new roads, the conclusion is that the new roads and your old roads are parallel lines, okay? 它们是平行的。Okay, they are parallel lines. Okay, and then it is given that a straight loop that was already built can be expressed as this 2y plus 3x equals to 3x minus 4. That means this old road, the equation is 2y equals to 3x minus 4. Maksudnya ini ialah equation bagi yang jalan lama tu. And then because the two are, what we say, parallel, right? So if parallel means that your M1 it will be equals to your M2. Yes, yeah, keep this in mind. You are going to use this always. Okay, and then now what we want is determine the equations of the new root. Okay, determine the equation of the new roots. Don't forget your equation. To find the new equation, that means your y minus y1 equals to your m, then your x minus x1. Okay, then your point. What is your point? Yeah, we already have our point, right? Our point, then here, -2, fine, right? Okay, this is fine. We are going to use now. What we need is our m. Okay, how to find m? Yeah, here. They already give you say that this O and new root, they are parallel, right? So we can look for the gradient from the old equations. Okay, that means your 2y equals to 3x minus 4. And then your y equals to 3 over 2x minus 4 divided by 2, 2. Okay, so your m here is, from here, we can get our m. Our m is 3 over 2. Yeah, that's the thing that we want. Okay, so now since we already have our point, we already have our m, now we use our equation. Okay, we use our equation y minus our y1, 5, equals to our m, 3 over 2. Our x minus x1 is -2. Okay, then we rearrange this. You will get y. Okay. Okay, never mind. -5 here first. Then here is 3 over 2x. Then negative, negative, then positive, right? Positive 3 over 2 multiply with 2, you will get +3. And then y here, 3 over 2x, -5 move to here, become +5, or all you get +8. And these questions, if you read carefully, they did not ask you whether the equation have to arrange in general form or not, right? Okay, so if there's no such thing, that means this will be your final answer. Okay, now no need to change sides or whatever, no need. Okay, that will be your final answer. Okay, now, so you see, actually not that hard, right? All the thing is either parallel or perpendicular, only these two. Okay, come. Okay, last. How many minutes left? Okay, yeah, last questions. Okay, you see, wow, HOTS applying. Yeah, to tell you that these kinds of questions is actually favorite lah. Nah, the one just now I teach you, the one in front is for you to familiar with the formula, okay, with the properties m1 multiply m2 equals to -1 and m1 equals to m2, the parallel, and also to find the um, coordinate, okay, when the two line segments are divided into ratio, right? Okay, then but then the overall later lah, after all this chapter that I finished teaching, I was going to find the questions, the HOTS questions. That means HOTS means gebab lah, soalan beraras tinggi kan. How we do this kind of questions, okay? Now for here is that I want you to get used to the formula. You know what formula you need to use in this chapter. You just need to know that first, okay? 你只需要知道说你在这课里面你有什么 formula 的，那什么情况可以用这些 formula 的。那比较难的，好像这些题目呢，我们慢慢才来。但是你要先有那个基础先。那 you have to know, you have to have the basic knowledge，就是说大概我讲这课 parallel 时候是什么是一样，perpendicular 时候什么是一样。my answer. Okay, then now, okay, this last one. Now it is given that a straight line has equation y equals to 2x plus 6 and a point 12, 10. Find the coordinates of Q such that Q is on the straight line y equals to 2x. 2x plus 6, and then PQ is the shortest distance. This one, I think, well, when you read, you also don't know what it means, right? Okay, never mind. Yeah, this word important here, the shortest distance. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Like next time, if you find out a question like this, they want to find the shortest distance. Okay, what you should have in our mind. Okay, the first thing is that we draw out the situation first. Okay, there's a straight line. They say, okay, there's a straight line like this with the equations 2x. Yeah, I can say 2y equals to 2x plus 6, like this. Okay. And then and a point 12. Okay, the point somewhere here. Lah. Okay, 12, your point P. Your point P, 12, and then 10. Okay, this is on this straight line, right? This is your point. Okay. And then now is that, yeah, I think, never mind. Okay. Find the coordinates of Q. Okay, such that Q is on straight line. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I misread the situation. Okay, never mind. We restart again. Sorry for these questions. Okay, now it's like this. You have one line, and then you have equation y equals to 2x plus 6. And then they tell you that there is a point, right? P. But then they didn't tell you that where this point P is. Visit, there's a line with this equation and a point. Okay. Then later they said find the coordinates of Q. Q is another point. Okay. Such that Q is on straight line. Okay. This word Q is on straight line. Y equals to 2x. That means this line. That means your Q is here. Just now, okay, sorry, just now mistake, not P, okay, your Q here, because they tell you Q is on the straight line, but they never told you that the P is on the straight line or not, right? Okay, so this is your Q, and then your Q is on the straight line. Okay, so actually find the coordinates, they want the coordinates, right? So that means your Q coordinates are not identified yet, okay, unknown yet, okay? There's X and Y. Okay, and then P. So where is your P? They did not say P is at your straight line, right? So P maybe can be somewhere here or somewhere here also, never mind, okay? Either one, just put it aside, okay? I don't want to put it here because it's a bit crowded. So I put it here, whichever it is, okay, wherever the P is, right? Okay, P. Okay, then, okay, shortest distance. Okay, it's actually shortest distance They did not say your Q, where is it, right? And then there is your P. And then shortest distance means that if you have your P here, 12, 10, right? Then your Q to your P, they say PQ, right? PQ shortest distance. Okay. How can we identify the shortest distance? Shortest distance means that when your P and Q connected together, okay, your P connect to your Q, there will be a 90 degree. Then this distance is called the shortest distance. Okay, that means like this. You have a line, then you have a dot. Then okay, yeah, your P are unknown, right? So your P can maybe be here. Sorry, this is your P, right? And then this is your Q. Then your Q maybe can be here, maybe can be here, or maybe can be here, right? Okay, but out of these three, which is the shortest distance? Of course, it's at the center one, which give you 90 degree. That is what this question means. Okay, so it's actually just now my order is wrong, I should actually this one this P this Q should be the later one that I put on. 这个 sorry, this your Q OK，就是 Q 这个是我应该最后才放上去的。其实是我要先定我的 B 先，mula-mula saya kena tetapkan P dulu. Then my Q here is depends on your P because we want to find where the 90 degree, right? So this will be 就是跟着那个90度在，如果九十度在这里，它就在这里；如果九十度在这里，它就在这里，因为它必须是最近距离嘛。So this Q yang berubah, okay? Follow your P. Where you can get the 90 degree, then where your Q will be lah. Okay, because they say that find the Q such that PQ will be the shortest distance. Okay, then yeah, so you know that 90 degree, that means perpendicular the thing, you must know, right? So what they want actually they want is find the coordinates of Q such that the line okay, find the coordinate for Q such that the line will PQ is the shortest distance. Find the coordinate of Q. Okay, so to find the coordinates of Q, uh, can you see that these two lines, that means you have your line, this is your first line, right? Equation y equals to 2x plus 6. And then one more, PQ here also will form a line, right? Okay, and then you know that your Q is actually these two lines intersection, right? 它们交叉点，对不对？ Okay, so to intersection, your Q is the intersection point of your these two equation PQ and y equals to 2x plus 6 intersection. So you remember I told you before, to find the point of intersection, we need to solve simultaneous equation. 我们就要solve simultaneous equation 就是可以找到你的 intersection point. Okay, maksudnya selesaikan persamaan serentak simultaneous equation, then you get the point, your x and y. So what we need now is to find your xy, your coordinate q here. We must have two equations. Now, one is already here, then the other equation is here, pq. So now we need to find the equation of pq. Okay, to get the equation of pq, first we must know the m first, okay? M. How we get our M? Okay, you look at the situation, y equals to 2x plus 6 and your PQ is perpendicular, right? So perpendicular, you remember your M1 multiply M2, V equals to -1. Okay, so we start with these equations, y equals to 2x plus 6, right? This one, okay, wow, it's good. No need to rearrange because it's already in the pattern y equals to mx plus c. So you can already get your M here, 2. So your M1 here is 2. So now to find the M for your this PQ, right? Okay, I can write like this MPQ. MPQ multiply with your M1 here will equals to -1. Okay, because why? Because can you see they are perpendicular? Perpendicular, that means these two lines, the gradient multiplied together, they will equal to -1. Okay, so now I put in my uh, M1. M1 is just now that you get from the first equation, which is 2, right? And then here -1. Oh, I will give you the gradient for MPQ is -1/2. Okay, so you get your MPQ already, 1/2. Now, equation, we want the equation PQ. Okay, equation PQ, as I told you, formula Y minus Y1. Okay, Y1. What is a Y1 here? This is your X1, this point P. This is your Y1. Okay, so Y1 10, your X1 is 12. Okay, so Y minus 10 equals to your M -1/2 X minus 12. Okay, so your y equals to -1/2x. Then negative, okay, I put in 10 first lah. Okay, 10 first. Y minus 10, okay, remain same. So here we multiply first. Okay, and then here we multiply, you get positive 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then now only you move your 10, become -1/2x, and then you get 16 here. Okay, so from here, this is your equation 1. And then where is the other equation? Okay, the other equation is the one that already given in your question, that is y equals to 2x plus 6. This is your equation 2. Okay, so you see, since your y and y already write in the form of y and y, right? So we can write as y equals to 2, right? Because this both y and y are same. So we can write -1/2 plus 16 equals to, you substitute your y into y lah, the meaning, okay, the same meaning here. Then here is 2x plus 6. Okay, find your x. Yeah, here y, x move to here, you get -5/2x. And then 16 move to the other side, you get -10 here. So your negative here can cancel, and then your x will be 2 multiply with 10, you get 20 divided by 5, which give you x equals to 4. Okay, so when you get your x equals to 4, don't forget we want the coordinate. So find your y. Then you can substitute your x equals to 4 into either one. Okay, we choose equation 2 lah. Into equation 2, the easier one, because no fraction, right? So your y will equals to 2, 4, 6, or is 8 plus 6, 14. Okay, so now you already get your x, you already get your y. Then, but remember the questions, read back the question, please. What do you want? Find the coordinates. Find the coordinate of Q, right? Okay, so we must write in coordinate form. Coordinate form, which is classic Q, coordinate 4, 14. So this is the answer. Okay? Yeah. 2 hours. Oh, exactly. Oh, 刚刚好. Okay, so that's all for today, up to 7.2. So tomorrow we are going to 7.3, and the last after 7.3, and the last part, okay, equation of loci and solving problem. Okay, so there will be two more new formula, yeah, that you have to learn tomorrow. So up to today, that's all for here. Okay, and yeah, wait, save. Okay, If it is all up to here, okay, then later I'll send the link and then make sure that you do your exercise up to page 113. Okay, 105 to 113 pages. And then out of these are actually not much left. I think I already showed to you about 30%. So you left another 70% only. Okay, bye bye. See you tomorrow. Don't forget. Okay, that's all. Bye. That's class for today. Okay.
Okay, teacher.